Oh, we got it. All right, let's see there. Okay, we're starting to set up here. Okay, level check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a level check, everybody. I'll be with you in under a minute. And we've got a lot to talk about today. It's a Monday. We finally have the weather settling down a little bit. We're done with last week, which was just absolutely unbelievably busy. And now we're heading into somewhat nicer weather, and we've got a good forecast for Mother's Day, so I'll be with you now. Hi, everybody. This is meteorologist Steve Horstmeyer coming to you from the streaming center at Fox 19 Now. And basically what we have here is we have a very cloudy afternoon. Now, this was 2:15 p.m., so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this go full screen, and we will play you the time lapse to get us started today. All right, so overall, what we have, okay, I forgot to push a few buttons, but there we are. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the time lapse in motion starting at 2:15 p.m. And there you see it, everything moving off to the north and west, kind of the opposite of what we normally see in the tri-state because of the position of a low pressure system. And then you see a little bit of clearing coming our way. Unfortunately, that clearing is not going to last for a great deal of time. As a matter of fact, it's just one of the clear spots in between bands of precipitation. So if we go ahead and take a look at this photograph, I'm going to show you this full screen. This is gorgeous. I want to thank Beverly Kaiser. She took this in Adams County near Cherry Fork. So if you're not familiar with where Cherry Fork is, it's northwest of West Union in the northwestern part of Adams County. But look at that absolutely gorgeous shot. Very wide angle shot of a rainbow yesterday. So even cloudy, gray, ugly weather that we've had a lot of lately can bring some absolutely beautiful views. So Beverly, thank you very, very much for providing us with that great photograph. And I always love to see a rainbow because I think there's pots of gold at both ends of that rainbow. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the radar now. And you can see the shower activity moving toward the north and west, okay? That's because there's a low pressure system down to the south and east, and I'll show you that right now. And you can see that the circulation of the air is going around the low, and that circulation, again, is what is causing the showers to kind of move backward, okay? As a matter of fact, you've got the air here moving like this, and the air here moving like this, okay? And the low pressure system right there in between them, all right? And that is what's causing everything to look like it's going backwards. So we zoom out a little bit, and you can see it even a little bit better. You can see that circulation. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change over to model data, okay? One of the things we know about a low pressure system like this is it moves very, very slowly. This is one of those, and it looks like we might even see a lingering shower on Wednesday, but finally we're going to be out of the showery weather. Okay, so at the last frame here, I'll switch over to model data, and you can see the model's not picking up on the showers that are over northern Kentucky, but it picks up on the stuff to the north and west. Now watch what happens as the low moves off. Now this is 7 a.m. in the morning, and you can see the low moves off to the north and east. We still have some lingering showers in here in behind it, okay, but notice they're just scattered showers. I think a lot of places will get wet tomorrow. So that's where the low's going by the time we get to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. It heads off into Pennsylvania and then up into New England, and behind it a front settles in. So Thursday, more widespread rain. I don't think it's going to be extremely heavy. I don't think we're going to see severe storms. We're just going to see rain with a clap or two of thunder. It's that time of year after all. Now watch what happens. This is Thursday, and remember, Mother's Day is coming up Sunday. So we're looking at a clearing trend on Friday. Saturday, no clouds or rain coming in. There's a front up to the north that just kind of dies out and falls apart. And then for Mother's Day, it looks like this. Looks like sunshine with a few clouds every once in a while. So a pretty nice looking Mother's Day is moving into the tri-state. So I feel good about that because, you know, it's one, everybody wants Easter to be nice and everybody wants Mother's Day to be nice. I remember as a kid, we used to go with my grandmother down to Crone Conservatory in Eden Park and then go out for breakfast or go back to Grandma's house for breakfast. But it was one of those family traditions we did for quite some time. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the model data. Now this is for 9 p.m. and you can see temperatures still in the 50s, so not that much different than they are right now. Notice how the rain all kinds of moves around, but watch. As we head into tomorrow morning, the rain's no longer moving toward the north and west. It's moving off to the north and east because that low is moving east. So there you go. It's moving off to the east right there. By the time we get to 2 p.m. Tuesday, it's dry. And then as we head into Wednesday night, okay, this is 7 a.m. Wednesday, temperatures in the 50s, clouds increasing again. And then as we head into Wednesday night, we get some showers in here, and it looks like Thursday is going to be a wet day around the tri-state. Okay. So this evening, the sun sets at 8:35. We're looking at current temperature of 54. Temperatures will drop off to about 50 by 11 p.m. Okay, and here's what we've got coming our way. Overnight, temperatures down to 46. Now, as I showed you, there'll be some showers in the area. Best chance of shower activities from the city northward. The farther south you are in our viewing area, the lower the chance that you'll see some rain. So if you're down in Owen County, probably don't have any chance of getting any rainfall. And if you're up in Clinton, Highland, Adams counties, it's a pretty good bet you'll see some rain, especially the first half of the day tomorrow. Okay, roads will be wet in spots tomorrow morning, but most areas dry, especially from the city southward. Temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s as you head out the door. And then tomorrow, up to 67. Finally, a little bit warmer than we have now, but still a little bit below normal. Okay, now the Climate Prediction Center is saying this goes from the 11th to the 15th of May, so it goes to the middle of the month. It's saying that we're going to be warmer than normal. Now, here's what to watch. Watch how it changes as we head from this one to the second half of their forecast. You're going to see the red over us is darker in color. That means warmer than normal by more than we are now. So we warm up even more. So we're kind of near the bullseye of warmer than normal. That's from the 13th to the 19th. And then on Friday, they put out the 3 to 4 week outlook, and that keeps us warmer than normal. As a matter of fact, most of the lower 48, except for the southwest, is going to be warmer than normal. Okay, now here's some good news. Okay, this is good news because gardeners want to get in their gardens, but even more than that, more important than that, farmers need to get in their fields. And some of those fields are awfully wet, too wet to support any kind of machinery. And so they need to dry out. Three things will dry the air out, or the soil out pretty quickly. Warmer temperatures, 1. We're looking at less rainfall, 2. 3 would be wind, and 4 would be sunshine, so 4 things. And we're going to have quite a bit of that over the next couple of weeks. So things should improve field-wise in farmers' fields. Some of those upland fields that are well drained will be okay pretty fast. But the low ones in the floodplains for some of the streams, it's going to be kind of tough to get machinery in there anytime soon. So the 8 to 14 day outlook goes to the 19th, keeps us drier than normal. And 3 to 4 week outlook, about normal precipitation. So with warmer weather coming our way, with more sunshine, the soil should warm up and we should get more evaporation, and the soil should firm up pretty quickly, except in some of those bottomlands, some around the streams, or some areas that may be shaded. I mean, not where farmers grow their crops, but some shady areas in your yard or a park, and that may stay a little wet for a while until things get a little bit warmer. Okay, so here is your 7-day forecast. We're looking at 46 tonight, 67 tomorrow with periods of rain, mainly in the morning. 50 and 72 with the chance of a lingering shower on Wednesday, but most of us won't see rain. Thursday, spotty storms and 71. It looks like they'll be pretty widespread, and spotty might not be the right word here. Clearing and cooler, I'll have 64 Friday. Saturday, FC Cincinnati play. Should be a good evening for soccer. Comfy sunshine and 69. 72 with a few clouds Sunday, and a few clouds still in the forecast on Monday with 75. So we do warm back up into the 70s. Wednesday and Thursday, and then back Sunday and Monday. Okay, let's go to beyond the 7-day forecast. All right, so when we go beyond the 7-day forecast, here you go. It's been a while since we've had a 7-day stretch without rain. Now, you can always say there might be a brief little sprinkly shower or a little weak system that comes our way and brings us some rain, but primarily dry from the 13th through the 19th. Morning lows in the 50s and 60s. Look at those afternoon highs, 80, 78, 82, 79, 80, 77, 75. So we're getting everything we need to warm it up, dry the soil out, and make things better, especially for farmers to get those into those fields. Okay, and when we go, now we're going to take a look at 14 days in a row here. And you see high temperatures, low temperatures. We compare them to normal, so in the next couple of days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the low side, we're below normal. Looks like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we're below normal on the high side, but we end up warmer than normal for a while or a little bit below normal. But if you would average out on the 19th, the last day there, if you would average out 61 and 75, that would put us above normal for that day. So overall, things are looking much more spring-like, warmer, and much better with less and less rainfall coming our way. I mean, after a while, I mean, if we would continue in this rainy pattern for another 3 weeks, it would really put a dent in the ability of farmers to get into their fields and get things ready to go. And it looks like that is going to improve. Okay, let me see if we got anybody here on Facebook. No, not that one, this one. All right. Okay, so on Facebook, let's go back to the top here to the first comments that came in. Jane Lawson says, hello. Hi, Jane. How are you? Tony Barrett. I almost thought it said Tony Bennett. And I was saying, hey, sing a song for us. Tony Barrett. It says, hi from Burlington, Kentucky. Hello, Tony. Brad Runtz says, hello from Kentucky. Hello, Brad. Kathleen says, hi from Hidden Valley. Betty Plyman says, hello. Hello, Betty. Jeff Beechler, where's this? I knew you'd bring that up, Jeff. Where's the snow, LOL? It looks like you're going to have to wait till next year for that now, or next winter anyway, so probably maybe November for the first flurries. Susan Wally says, good evening. Hi, Susan. Hope things are going well for you. Jeff says, snow's better than all the storms and snow and any severe weather, so he would much rather have snow than severe storms. I think I agree with that, because snow's an inconvenience. Severe storms can be deadly. So, hello, Sam Davis. How are you? Bradley Michael from Coleraine. Hello, Bradley. Hope thanks for joining us, and hope you're getting some useful information out of this. Let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, those are all the comments. All right, so what I'm going to do here, and a night like this with some better weather coming our way, especially for Mother's Day, you know, it's Mother's Day is a special day. I mean, you grow up, you remember I actually remember one of my great-grandmothers. So great-grandmothers, grandmothers, and mothers, and then the mother of your children. So in my case, there's four. Mary Jane Monning, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, Jessie, I just knew her as Grandma, my mom, of course, Evie, and my wife at the time, the mother of my son, Beth. So Mother's Day has a lot of meaning, and for good reason. Okay, let's see. We've got a couple more comments here. Let's see here. Wow, a lot more. Nancy Moore Cooper, hi from Crestview Hills. Hi, Nancy. Garnet Rothwell, things will dry out eventually, we hope. Yeah, they will, Garnet. Don't worry. It may be a little bit slower than you want, but they will. Tina Wolf says, I want warmer weather. Tina's from Indiana. Hello, Tina. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give you the takeaway on the Beyond the 7-Day Forecast. I hadn't done it for a while because we've been so busy in weather. So let's go back to the 7-day forecast. We'll go back over that. Okay. So we'll take a look at the 7-day forecast once again. Okay, there you see it full screen. All right, so look for a low tonight of 46, high tomorrow of 67. We've got some rain in the forecast again tomorrow, but it does dry out later in the day. 50 and 72, there is the slight chance of a shower during the day Wednesday, early in the morning. But then Wednesday late night, before we get to Thursday morning, we might have a few showers moving in. 53 and 71 for Thursday with some spotty storms and rain. Friday will start to clear out. It'll be cooler, the high 64. A nice day on Saturday. We're looking at temperatures making it to 69. Great weather Saturday evening for FC Cincinnati's match at TQL Stadium. A few clouds Sunday and 72 for Mother's Day, yes. And then Monday, a few clouds and 75. Now notice, what I want you to notice here is the low temperatures right here. Now, if it begins to clear out early, we've got 44 for Friday morning. If it begins to clear out earlier, we could see some rural valleys dip into the upper 30s, and that would put them close to maybe some light frost. There's just no sign of any kind of a killing frost coming our way, but there could be a few patches both these mornings, both Friday and Saturday mornings. If things line up right or wrong, we could just have cold enough air for a little bit of light frost, but nothing killing. You don't have to really worry about it at this point. Okay, let's go to beyond the 7-day forecast, and this takes us out to the 19th of the month. And right now we're looking at not much, if anything, up here by Friday for a couple days just below normal, but we warm up to above normal, and it looks like we're going to pretty much stay that way through that's to the 19th, probably the rest of the month. We're going to be a little bit above normal around the tri-state. So let's go ahead and take a look at the takeaway from this forecast. Takeaway is this: chilly mornings for Friday and Saturday. Now remember, if it clears out faster, if the cold air comes a little bit further south, we may be talking about upper 30s and a few pockets of frost. Mother's Day looks very nice. Nice morning, nice afternoon. We've got warm weather ahead, so once we can pass this little temperature dip, we're going to warm back up again, and then I'm just going to call it a gardener's delight. It's going to be great as you head on into the next 2 weeks. You'll be able to get in the garden, get things planted, and it always feels good to see those plants come up or grow even more as we head on into the end of the month. Okay, so that is the beyond the 7-day forecast. All right, let me quickly check back with Facebook, and if that's the end, if there are no more comments, that we'll just call it a day. Okay, so then we've got Tina Wolf. She wants warmer weather. We're going to get it there, Tina. Drama Ledman, I guess the warmer weather, that means the ground temperature goes up. Yes. That's right. It's cicada year, so once the temperature of the ground goes up, the cicadas begin to emerge, so that's a downside of the warming trend. Thanks for reminding me of that drama. Tommy Huber, the cicadas are coming. Yeah, they are. No more severe weather, I hope not, just cicadas. A cicada NATO, that would be something. All right, so that is all I've got, all we have. Thank you for joining me. Have yourself a nice evening. I'll be back tomorrow at 7:15, and of course, we're on every day from 3 to 7 on Fox 19 with news and weather, and then from 10 to 11:30. So have yourself a nice evening. Thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.